without further ado, let's roll right into this evening's It's Tarot Tuesday and Spirit Knows It on this fourth day of February. Fourth day of February. We're in the middle of this beautiful season, this Aquarian season, and it's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be juicy. So, that being said, a couple of house announcements for Miss Brenda, who's been waiting, and a few others of you that have been practically harassing me about opening up a day for in person beginning of the year cleanses and healings. I have a date is not open on my calendar yet. I'm going to open it tonight or tomorrow at some point. But I have availability for in-person healings and cleanses on the, I want to say is the 26th. Let me verify that. Yes, the Wednesday, the 26th of this month of February. Wednesday, the 26th of February, I am available for in person cleanses and healings out of uh, out of out of Pomona. Senori, I just found out a little while ago. I just got the date a little while ago, so it's I just got confirmation on the date a couple of hours ago, and my calendar is not even open yet. I have to adjust my calendar to make the day available so people can actually book on that day. So it'll be open. You'll have a spot, so don't worry about it. You know, there's nothing to worry about. The 26th of this month, I will be available for in person cleanses and healings. Okay. For those of you that have been waiting and messaging me and emailing me about it, I will be available on the 26th of this month for in person, face to face, in person, one on one cleanses and healings for the beginning of this year. Okay? So I will open that calendar between today and tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Secondly, this month's healing meditation class will be on Friday, the 21st. Friday, the 21st will be this month's healing meditation class. Last week's healing meditation class, it was beautiful. I want to thank those of you that have been that came out. I want to thank you, those of you that came out for last week's first healing meditation class of this year. It was phenomenal. It was beautiful. It was elevating. Spirit had us elated, to say the least. So that's that. So those are my two announcements. Um, this month's healing meditation class will be on Friday the 21st, and I will be available for in-person cleanses and healings on Wednesday the 26th. You won't find it yet on my calendar because I haven't opened it yet. But now that I have confirmation, and I just got confirmation a couple of hours ago, that's the day that I can actually go out there and do in-person healings and cleanses. It's on the 26th, and I'll open my calendar later on tonight or tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so very, very much, Wild Fury. Thank you so very much. So that's that. So I hope you come out to this month's healing meditation class, which will be on Friday the 21st. And if you are interested in an in person cleanse, Wednesday the 26th is the only day this month that I will be available for that. Other than that, Yes, it's still a green light for the shadow work retreat, the 3 day shadow work retreat this year, most probably in October. Um, Here in Southern California, I don't have exact details yet as to where it will be, but it will be in Southern California. If you're interested in joining this year's shadow work retreat, I suggest that you DM me, that you email me, letting me know of your interest so that I can put your name down on the list. So that once I get ready to announce it, not announce it, but actually put it out there, I will send you the information first to give you first opportunity to sign up for this year's shadow work retreat. It will be here in Southern California. Don't have the exact location yet, but it will be here in Southern California. And it will most probably be in October. We're in February, so that gives enough time for people to make their financial plans and pay for it and what have you and all that. And have a payment plan and all that available for you. I will have. So make sure that you also send me your interests, DM me, email me, and let me know that you want to be part of this year's shadow work retreat because I only have one a year in person shadow work retreat, and there's only a certain number of spots that are available, 10 to be exact. Um, so they go fairly quickly. Okay, so that's that. Other than that, last announcement would be yes, I'm still having doing the 3 month course, the 3 month manifestation course. Um, that way, I plan to launch in March. So I'm just getting all the little details together so I can present it to you, and you have an opportunity to join this 3 month online manifestation accountability course that you and I will do together for 3 beautiful months. Okay, that's coming soon. Other than that, that's all I have. I see Soul Brother here. Uh, Yoruba Cultural Center of New York. Come to New York. I've been wanting to go to New York. God knows I've been wanting to go to New York. That's been in the books for a while. It's been in the books for a while. Please send me that on DM me with that information with the Yoruba Cultural Center of New York. Maybe that'll be a place that I can actually host my classes in. If anyone else is out there in the New York City area and knows of a nice, beautiful, cozy spot that I can host my classes in, DM me, email me, message me so that I can also try to get that in the books as well. Uh, Most probably, God willing, Spirit willing, Ancestor willing, this year. Okay. Thank you very much, Malik. Thank you very much. That being said, where are we checking in from, my soul family? What city, state, what part of the world are you checking in from? Do tell, do tell. I want to know. I want to know. Where are you checking in from? Hallie, El Bronx. The Bronx. I love the Bronx. It brings me so many beautiful memories. Afere kun changoto ya kawo kawyo sile. Ofila ni hebioso kisieko, my father. Where God lost his shoes. Oh yeah. Austin, Texas is in the house. Tampa, Florida. Tampa. Yeah, yes. Really close to Ybor City over there in Tampa. Austin, Texas. Texas is also on my list. I don't know where the hell, if Houston or Dallas or what have you, but Texas is also on my list. I want to travel this year. I want to take my classes on the road. I want to take my healing meditation classes on the road. So if you want me in your city, hey, send me a message. Maybe we can put something together. If it's green lighted by spirit, I will definitely go under the right circumstances. Sydney, Australia is in the house. I want to go to Australia too. Come to the cold north of Montreal. Ooh, yay, 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 yay. Miss Moses is in the house. Welcome, beloved. Welcome. You know, Montreal, Canada. I love to go to Canada. I would love to. I would love to. I really want to take my healing meditation on the road and take my shadow work on the road. Currently in Las Vegas. We know, my goddaughter. Blessings to you, my dear. Come to Houston. It's 45 minutes from me. Awesome, Selena. Well, you know, everyone says, come here, come here, come here. You know, make it happen for me. Make it happen for me. Listen, in the right group, the right location, the right healing spot, if the right accommodations are made, I'm open. I'm open for travel. As a matter of fact, I was going to post this as the beginning of the year, and I totally forgot. And now I'm reminded again. I was going to post the fact that I'm also available for speaking engagements. If you have if your company is looking for a speaker that for their event, I am open. I am open for speaking engagements, and I am also open to travel to take my shadow work to different spots around the country, my healing meditations around the country as well. So if you think that this is something that is um, doable in your city and you have the spot, or you know someone that has the spot, or you have the connections and you know your city better than I do, then email me, send me a message, DM me. Don't leave me in the dark. Let's support each other and let's work together and let's make this happen. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Okay, my soul family. Invite people, invite someone. Let's pack the room tonight. Let's fill up this room tonight. Let's fill it up. Okay, so that being said, there are so many different downloads that Spirit gave me, shared with me to share with you tonight. And I don't know if I will be able to get to all of them because I don't want to be here for 3 hours. But I will start off by sharing with you the first one, and that is paralyzed by indecision. Paralyzed by indecision. Santo hija mía, blessings to you. Paralyzed by indecision. Write it in the chat. Paralyzed by indecision. Paralyzed by indecision. Write it in the chat. Paralyzed by indecision. Write it in the chat. Paralyzed by indecision. Britney, thank you. Brenda, thank you. DeLorean, thank you. Zari, mama, thank you. Come on, my soul family, write it in the chat. Paralyzed by indecision. I'm here to simply tell you, I'm here to simply share with you, blessings to you, my goddaughter Cassandra, that so many of you are simply paralyzed by indecision. You're paralyzed by indecision, and because you're indecisive how to move forward, how to take the next step. The whole year, 365 days go by, without you doing nothing. Waiting for the perfect occasion, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the right contact, waiting for what you believe is the perfect scenario as to how you envisioned it in your mind. And you wait for months and months and months, don't move, don't do anything, and the whole year then passes by, and then you become frustrated with yourself. And some of you are actually nasty towards yourself because you didn't accomplish all the things that you wanted to do. When in reality, the only thing that's hurting you is your relationship with indecision. Now, we have to understand where it comes from. And this indecisiveness stems from many different places, from many different places, emotionally and mentally within yourself. Number one, fear of failure. That's pretty obvious for many of us. Fear of failure. Fear of failure then can also have other added sub uh, subjects below it, which would be fear of being ridiculed, fear of being embarrassed. You also become someone that's paralyzed by indecision because you're tired of making mistakes and you don't want to make another mistake. So you just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait because you don't want to make another mistake. Blessings to you, beloved. Lyrical movements, blessings to you. Thank you so much. You are paralyzed by indecision because you second guess yourself. You're paralyzed by indecision because you don't give yourself enough credit. You're paralyzed by indecision because you have that negative voice in your ear that comes from very far back in your childhood that reminds you of the lies. Listen to my words. Reminds you of the lies you were indoctrinated by. You're not good enough. You're stupid. No one's going to listen. Who do you think you are? There's so many people doing that already. That's not a good idea. No one's going to buy that. You're not going to do it. You're not going to get there. Paralyzed by indecision also comes as a result of you comparing yourself to that other group or that other person that you believe is better than you. And because you believe they're better than you paralyze yourself, you block yourself, and you're indecisive. Does this make sense to you? It is important for us to overcome this paralyzation as a result of indecision because it also stems from the fear of not being seen, the fear of making a fool out of yourself, the fear of making mistakes. How is it that we can grow? How is it that we can truly excel? How is it that we can truly master anything in life without mistakes and even without failure? It's not possible. It's not possible. That's where trial and error comes about. If you don't try it, you won't know. If you try it and it didn't work, you collect the mistakes that you're supposed to learn from, and then you try it again in its perfected form. Perfected, not in a literal sense, but perfected because you learn from the mistakes that were applied before, so that then you can now do it better. Do you understand? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? That's one point I want to make. Spirit told me that there are so many people that are paralyzed by indecision. It's not your lack of talent, it's not your lack of experience, it's not because you're not intelligent enough, it's because you're indecisive. And because you're indecisive, you just don't get shit done. And the last thing Spirit wants you to do, Spirit does not want you to spend this whole year in your indecisive mode, because it's going to hurt you in the long run. And then you're going to re experience that sense of failure, because here now you find yourself in November and you're like, oh, I didn't do anything that I really wanted to do this year. You didn't do it because you chose not to do it, because you were afraid of the results, because you anticipated the results would be negative. What if they're not? What if they are not? Then another thing that Spirit wants me to share with you tonight. So many of us are so tired of losing. Brittany Walker says, I needed this. This makes so much sense. Thank you, beloved. Miss Tyron Perry says, oh Lord, I just had this convo earlier with my daughter. She's not home yet, so I have to send her this. Yes, please do. Please do. Another download that Spirit shared with me in preparation for tonight's gathering. Spirit said to me, and I've said this before many times, especially in my previous page, but I'll say it to you again tonight because this download came through again. I can lose anything in my life. And I know it's it's a hard statement to make, very difficult statement, but hear me out. I can lose anything in my life as long as I don't lose myself. The one thing I cannot lose is myself. So I know you're afraid of continuing to lose. I know you're afraid of continuing to be rejected. I know you're tired of not winning at whatever it is that you're trying to win at. Whether because you're trying to win at your job, you're trying to win in that business idea, you're trying to win in your marriage, you're trying to win with your family, you're trying to win in, that course you're taking, whatever it is, wherever it is that you're trying to win, and you're tired, so exhausted and overwhelmed, totally depleted by loss, which also contributes. Let's tie it to the original or the first download, which is paralyzed by indecision. Well, now I tell you something that might sound to you like it's totally different, but it's actually not. Because when you're so tired of losing, you then come to a point in your life where you don't even try. You don't even try, and you become paralyzed. You settle because you got tired of losing. Come on now, somebody. And the one thing Spirit comes tonight to remind you of is the fact that you can lose anything in your life and start all over again, as long as you don't lose yourself. You cannot lose you. Do you hear me? Is losing a home easy? The hell is not. Is losing a loved one easy? The hell is not. Is losing your stability and your finances and your job easy? The heck is not. That's the thing that helps you pay your bills. That's obvious. Does anyone want to sleep in their car? Hell no. Does anyone want to sleep in the park? Hell no. Does anyone want to beg for food? Hell no. Does anyone want to find themselves sleeping in someone else's couch or in someone else's garage? Hell no. Does anyone want to find themselves in a position where they have to go back to live with a family member that don't like them? Hell no. Do you hear me? So losing is not easy. Losing, especially when you lose something valuable, is painful. Oh, but baby, let me tell you something, and you're not gonna like this message, but be open enough to receive it. Did you hear that? That's a tweetable. You may not like this message, but be open enough to receive it. And the message is you can lose anything in your life as long as you don't lose yourself. When you lose things that are valuable, they're painful. Listen to this download. When you lose things that are valuable to you, it's painful. But when you lose yourself, you're dead. Come on now. Hey. Spirit says when you lose things that are valuable to you, it's painful. Oh, baby, but wait. If you lose yourself, you're dead. Hey. Do you hear that? Did you hear that? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Are you receiving this download? It is important for you to not lose yourself. Whew, I got chills just by that download. You can lose valuable things, and indeed it's painful. But if you lose you, you're dead. Did you hear me? Yes, your body is aching, your knees are failing, you feel like you have no control over your body. Oh, baby, but as long as you don't lose yourself, as long as you don't lose yourself, you can lose anything in life except yourself. And some of us have been trying to win for a very, 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 very long time. Very long time. But just because you haven't won yet, it doesn't mean you will never win. Come on, Spirit, come through. Just because you have not won yet, it does not mean you will never win. We have to find what's the missing link. We have to see where is it that the connection to being able to win has been lost. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And this message may not be important to some of you. It might sound like a cliche to another group of you, but to the person who lost their job last week and don't know how they're going to pay their rent, or they're already getting the eviction notice, oh baby, and they're about to think that life is just not worth it and why am I here and I just want to commit suicide. To that person, Spirit speaks to tonight. To that person who's thinking about throwing it all out the window, Spirit speaks to you tonight. To that person that seems to not see the light at the end of the tunnel, Spirit speaks to you tonight. To that person that has made the decision to settle because it's never been able to achieve something better, Spirit speaks to you tonight. Is there one soul family that hears this message tonight? Is there one soul family that can receive this message tonight? Come on now, somebody. Miss Brenda says, I really needed to hear this tonight. So spot on for me. Thank you. Brittany Walker says, me. Valorians says, received. Selena Knott says, I hear you. It is important for you to know you can lose anything as long as you don't lose yourself. Because it is through you, the vehicle by which through whom God, the God of your understanding, creates, connects, and builds. It's through you whom you will be able to rebuild your life. Zari Mama says, received, and it's very relatable to my current situation. I'm happy to hear this. To you and to everyone else who can identify with this download, know that you're not alone. You are not alone. No, you're not. No, you're not. Spirit told me earlier we are in a specific kind of special season. You're welcome, Natasha. You're welcome. Spirit said to me earlier, we are in a special kind of season. And this special kind of season that we are in right now during these times is the season, and I know you've heard me say this before, but hey, don't kill the messenger here. I am only here to deliver what Spirit shares with me. I'm only the messenger. Spirit reminds us tonight of the season that we are in. We're not just in winter season. We're not just at the beginning of this 2025 Gregorian calendar year season. We're not just in February. We're not just in the month that many celebrate later on this month, Valentine's. We are in a season of, listen to me carefully and write it in the chat. We are in the season of whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes for you to get back on track. Whatever it takes for you to believe in yourself again. Whatever it takes for you to respect yourself. Whatever it takes for you to grow. Whatever it takes for you to excel. Whatever it takes for you to release yourself from the curse that you were born under. Whatever it takes for you to free your heart and your mind from the vile, low vibrational, negative wording that your own mother inflicted into your heart growing up. Whatever it takes for you to win, whatever it takes for you to grow, whatever it takes for you to expand your wings, whatever it takes for you to believe in you, whatever it takes for you to take the next step, whatever it takes for you to go back to school, whatever it takes for you to believe in love again, whatever it takes for you to love yourself, whatever it takes for you to stop making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again, whatever it takes for you to honor your crown, whatever it takes for you to step in your power, whatever it takes for you to know that you are beautiful, regardless of how much your narcissistic ex convinced you that you were ugly, whatever it takes for you to get that new job, whatever it takes for you to get that degree, whatever it takes for you to manifest love, whatever it takes for you to open up that program or that nonprofit organization, whatever it takes for you to overcome this current season that we're living in, this political season that we're living in, whatever it takes for you to see you, whatever it takes for you to accept yourself, whatever it takes for you to love on you, whatever it takes for you to build a healthy relationship with your physical body, whatever it takes for you to release your mind and your body from that abandonment that your consciousness has been so used to, whatever, oh, come on now. Is anybody listening? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Whatever it takes, write it in the chat. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Regardless, let's break it down. Whatever it takes means, regardless of how many times you failed, regardless of how many times you've been rejected, regardless of how many times you've been abandoned, regardless of how many times you've opened your heart to the wrong people, regardless of how much struggle you've been through, regardless of how much runaround you've been given, regardless of how many people have been trying to just use you, whatever it takes to overcome all of those things and more. Whatever it takes, write it in the chat. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, by any means necessary. You got that right. Whatever it takes. We are in a season of whatever it takes, regardless of how many hours it takes, regardless if I've only got a 4-hour sleep. Whatever it takes. You know what I want to add to that? I want to add whatever it takes for you to be able to see yourself like God sees you. Whatever it takes for you to be able to see in you what the ancestors see in you, which is why they decided to leave. They chose for their contract to come to an end so that you can be, so that you can finish what they started, so that you can carry that baton. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes I don't know who this message is for. I don't know who you are, but Spirit knows who you are. Whatever it takes for you to get over that ex that simply won't see you for what you're worth. But as long as you know your own worth, baby, you got to get over him. You got to get over her. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, so that you don't find yourself going back to the same person that doesn't know how to put you in the light and in the loving space that you deserve. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes for you to see you the way your ancestors of wisdom see you. Whatever it takes for you to see you the way the God of your understanding sees you. Because, baby, if you were to see you the way God sees you, you wouldn't let the people that press your buttons press them. You wouldn't let the people that piss you off piss you off. You wouldn't let the rejection define your destiny. You wouldn't let the abandonment define your destiny. You wouldn't let the rejection define your destiny. You wouldn't let the family members and your own mother and daddy that choose to not love you to define your destiny. Come on now, that's a word. Okay? That's a bar right there, as they say. Come on now, you picking up what Spirit is laying down. What Spirit is laying down. Some of you are listening to the voices in your head, the voices in your head that stems from poverty mindset, low vibration, that stems from abandonment, that stems from rejection, that stems from trauma, that stems from abuse. Oh, but I want you to shut that voice down and listen to the voice of God in you. Listen to the voice of Spirit in you. Listen to the voice of the divine in you. Listen to the voice of Mother Earth in you. Listen to the voice of universe in you. Listen to the voice of the God of your understanding in you. Because that voice is much louder, much more powerful than the voice that you've been trained to listen to, that you've been indoctrinated into listen to, that you've been tricked into listen to, that you've been hexed into listen to. Yes, you heard me, hexed, because there's someone that wants you that you don't want. And you think you want them because you don't know what it is to have something better. And they've hexed you through your belief systems. They've hexed you through your thoughts. They've hexed you by allowing themselves to project onto you. And you have accepted something about yourself that doesn't stand true in the eyes of God, in the eyes of Ensambi, in the eyes of Olodumare, in the eyes of the ancestors of wisdom, in the eyes of your spirit guides of light. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Come on now. Do you hear me? Does anyone hear me? The Lorianne, do you hear me? Miss Iya on YouTube, do you hear me? Brenda, do you hear me? My soul sister Melissa, do you hear me? Do you hear me, Miss Brittany? Do you hear me, goddaughter Cassandra? Do you hear me? When we forget, oh, Dios mío. When we forget to listen to the voice of God, whomever God is to you, my God doesn't have to be your God. Your God may not necessarily be my God, but whomever it is that you and I call God, at the end of the day, baby, it's a God of light. It's a God of love. It's a God of unity. It's a God of power. It's a God of elevation. It's a God of strength. It's a God of self-love. It's a God of self-identity. It's a God that tells you to love on you. Do you hear me? Does anyone hear me? Is there a family? Is there one soul family that hears this message, that receives this message, that can embrace this message? Because if there's at least one of you that can, then I believe my job is done. The job God has entrusted me to do here tonight. Do you hear me? Whatever it takes, whether you're 21 years of age or 66, whatever it takes. Some of you, I don't know who is this for. I'm channeling, and because I'm channeling, it makes it hard for me to start this, pull the card. I want to pull cards, but Spirit has me channeling. You're tired of finding yourself going from house to house, from house to house. You've been rejected in this house. You've been abused in this house. You've been taken advantage in that other house. And now you decide to go to no other house. And Spirit says, don't stop knocking, baby. The universe says, don't stop knocking. God says, don't stop knocking. Just because that house was bad and that house was abusive and that house would traumatize you does not mean that the next house you knock on will be the same. Do you hear me? But before you go knocking on someone else's door, before you go knocking on someone else's door, before you step into someone else's house, you better rebuild the home that's inside you. You better solidify your relationship with the home inside you. You better lay a strong foundation to the home that's inside you. The reason why you end up in a house that abuse you, that traumatize you, that use you, that lie to you, is because inside your own home, the home within, you lie to yourself, you reject yourself, you abuse yourself, you deny yourself, you do all those things that you receive externally. Do you hear me? Oh, come on now. Come on now. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Are you listening? So Spirit says, yes, there is a home for you out there. Yes, there is a house for you out there. Whatever that means. It could be religious house, spiritual house. It could be a house related to love. It could be a house related to growth and development. But build the house within. Build the house within. The house within. The house within. God, Spirit, ancestors of wisdom, allow me to rebuild the house within. Help me build the house within. Come on, write it in the chat. Help me build the house within. Oh, because if I know how to build this home internally, if I know how to build this house from the ground up, then I will know when I step into a house, or when I'm stepping into a house that looks like a house, but it's actually a barn that's about to be burned down. Build the house within. Come on now. Build the house within. Build the house within. build the house within. Help me build the house within, Spirit. Help me build this house within, God. Help me build this house within, ancestors of wisdom. Help me build this house within, so no one tricks me anymore into believing that something is where there is not. Help me build this house within. Come on now. Help me build this house within so that I can believe in myself again. Help me build this house within so that I can know what my true identity is. Help me build this house within so that no one steps into it trying to break it down. Help me build this house within. Come on. Come on now. So that my inner spirit has a roof. So that my inner spirit has a foundation. So that my inner spirit has protective walls, which means boundaries. Come on now. Oh, Spirit ain't here to play tonight. Hey. Come on. Come on. Build. Help me build this house within. Because once my inner spirit knows that there's a roof over my head, it means that I am protected. There's protection. I know what protection is. I know what protection feels like. If inner spirit helps me build this home within and it has a solid foundation, then I am rooted. I am grounded. If I build this home within, then these walls, they're solid. They're protective. They're boundaries. Come on now. Woo! Oh, some of you ain't ready for this. Some of you ain't ready for this. Today is February the 4th. And today's moon is in Taurus, actually. Today's moon is in Taurus. And for many of you right now, it's about safety. For many of you right now, it's all about safety. It's all about safety. It's all about safety. It's all about safety. It's about feeling safe. But let your safety, listen to me, let your safety not depend on material things. Let your safety not depend on material things. Let your safety not depend on material things. Come on now. Ooh, Spirit came in hot. Spirit came in hot. Spirit came in hot tonight. You need to remind yourself that should be your mantra for the remainder of this week until we reunite again next Tuesday. Spirit, help me build the home within. Help me build the home within so that I really know what it is to be grounded, protected, so that I really know what it is to set healthy boundaries, so that I really know what it is to have a doorway, a safe doorway to walk through. Come on now. So that when I open the faucet and the water runs, it's not just water that comes from the water plant through a faucet. No. It's the water of the goddess of Shun that's flowing through my home so that that water can flow through me so that I can also flow through life. Oh, come on. Knowing that I am protected, knowing that I am grounded, knowing that I am guided, knowing that I am not alone, knowing that I don't walk this path by myself, knowing that I stand on the shoulders of my ancestors, knowing that through every tear, every sense of loss, every fear, I don't do this alone. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Because if I know what my internal home really is, if I know what my internal home should be like, if I know what my internal home is all about, then I will know that no one, not just anybody, can have a key and access to my home. That's why Spirit says, see, we are in a society where people are too superficial. People are too superficial. Spirit says to us tonight, and I remind us what Spirit shares with us tonight, that we are supposed to build the home within. That's why I tell you, build the home within. Build the home within so that you stop being haunted by that sense of abandonment, so that you stop being haunted by that sense of memories of your traumas. Build the home within. Because if you know how to build that home within, if you allow Spirit to support you in building that home within, then you will know that if there is a roof over your head, there is protection. And if my foundation is solid, I am grounded. And if my walls are sturdy, then I have healthy boundaries and I have protection. Come on now, somebody. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? My soul, beautiful soul brother is in the house tonight. Yes, my soul brother, Shaman Derek, is in the house tonight on IG. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Many of you feel the way you feel because your inner home is unprotected. Your inner home is not solid. Your inner home has no foundation. That's why you go out there into the world looking for it somewhere else. You don't need to look for it somewhere else. You won't find it anywhere else, because if you don't know what's inside you, you can find its equivalent healthy energy elsewhere. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Stop looking outside of you. What's for us, it's already out there. What's meant to be already is. And the only thing that's standing in the way of you not seeing it, of you not believing it, is because your inner home has been abandoned. Your inner home has no foundation. And the only person abandoning your inner home is you. Is you. That's why Spirit invites us back home. Home is you within yourself. Spirit invites you back home. I can't stress this enough. If I'm honest with myself, which I will always be in Spirit's name, it makes no sense for me to even pull any damn card. Because if you can't accept the fact that you have to rebuild that home within, there's absolutely nothing I can tell you through any of these cards that will work for you. Do you hear me? Is anyone picking up what Spirit is laying down? You have to build the inner home. Learn how to lay that foundation. And because so many of you are still lost, you're going to ask, well, how do I do that? And I don't know how to do that. And you want to go back to the story. You're going to go, you're so much more interested in going back to the story, the broken story, the repetitive story. He abused me. He lied to me. They left me. He hurt me. She hurt me. Mama didn't love me. Those things can't be changed. But those things do not dictate where you're heading if you know how to build the home within. Go back in. Go back into that incubator and rebuild yourself. Sometimes you were not, yes, it's true that you were not raised by your biological mother. Yes, I validate that. It is true. Yes, it's true that you did not know how to do it any better. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true that you were hurt by that abandonment. But guess what, baby? You were not raised by your biological mother. As hurtful as this might sound, you were not raised by your biological mother because it was not meant for you to be raised by her. It was only meant for her to get you here. It was only meant for her to get you to this side. It's meant for you to nurture yourself. It's meant for you to love yourself. It's meant for you to learn how to love yourself. It's meant for you to build a relationship. It's meant for you to stop blaming those that hurt you for what you have not become yet. Oh, come on now. Do you hear me? It's meant for you to learn how to love you and stop blaming who hurt you for what you have not been able to do. No one. This is another download. And it doesn't have to sound. One thing that I have allowed myself, I've given myself permission to accept, is that the messages that flow through don't always have to sound nice. I was always so worried about, I want to be loved by everybody, I want to be accepted by everybody. I want to be. Listen, fuck that shit. I've given up on that years ago. Years ago. So the message may not sound nice, but guess what? I got to give it to you anyway. And the message that's flowing through right now, before I pull this oracle card, is Spirit lets me. I know it hurts, but the truth is, no one is coming to save you. Not me, not any other guru. Please don't put me in that guru stage because I am not a guru. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. No one. No one is coming to save you. This is why I teach my students and I teach my friends and I teach anyone who's willing to listen. And it's not me doing the teaching, it's always spirit that's using me as a vessel, as a communicator to teach. Because I don't teach, spirit teaches. I just deliver. And let me tell you something. During my shadow work retreats and any shadow work that I do, energy healing work that I do, I always tell people it is important for you to work with that inner child. Because unless you work with that inner child and you reparent that inner child and you retrain that inner child will have you there, even though you're 43 years of age, you're still sitting there like a 9-year-old waiting for mama to come back home. No one is going to save you. The saving, the so-called saving, whatever it is that you call saving, comes from within. And the only one that has the power to save you is you. Hello. 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 The only person that has the power to save you is you. And only you. It took me years to understand in my walk of life as a priest of Chango in the Lukumi Orisha tradition. It took me years to realize that so many times you're praying over someone so vibrantly, so passionately, so strongly, with much love. And sometimes the prayer don't do shit. You know why it doesn't do shit? Because in order for that prayer that's been blessed over my head by someone else to really arrive, it's because I have to receive it here first. I have to receive it here within. I have to receive it here in this home. In this home, I have to receive it so that the magic that comes from within and the magic that has been bestowed upon me and given to me can create that spark, that spark, that spark that actually makes things flow, that actually makes things move forward. But if it ain't happening in here, it simply ain't happening anywhere. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit's laying down? I hope you are. Thank you so very much, Soul Family. Those of you that are here, let's get started here and get see what the opening oracle card is for tonight from a different deck that I normally don't use. I want to use a different one tonight. Share this live, share this live, share this live. Remember that those of you on IG, remember that for some reason for the past 4 or 5 months, I have not been able to go live or access at all my Instagram on my phone. I can only access IG through the laptop, and that places a lot of limitations because I don't have access to my stories. I can't post to my stories. I can only see other people's stories, but I can't post my own stories. And you know, needless to say, the algorithms are not the same when you just access Instagram on the laptop. So please share this live, tag someone you believe needs to listen to this message on YouTube land here. Please share this video and tag someone as well. Okay. Soul Brother Shaman, if you're still here, much love to you. Much love to you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your light. Thank you for being here with us tonight. That's my soul brother there. Okay. Anna Hernandez on YouTube says, I'm learning as what you are saying. I am the only one who's going to save is me. Yes, 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 yes. Most definitely. Most definitely. So how hard is it to be with someone who is not putting in the time and work? The question is, are you putting in the time and work? And are you putting it back into you? Are you putting in the work into you? Your life cannot be dependent on whether or not someone else is doing the work, because then inadvertently that is something. If we really want, if we really go down that rabbit hole, I know this is. Let me say this first. What I'm about to say, I know this is not how you feel. I know this is not how you're, what you mean. I know it's not your intent, but let me tell you something. Us needing and requiring and wanting and desiring someone else, whoever that is, our partner, our romantic partner, our family member, our children, whoever it is, for us to need, require, and want someone else to do what we want them to do, to go at the speed that we want them to do the work at the level that we think they should be doing it at. It's actually, I know you're not going to like this, and many people don't, but it's actually control. It's control issues. And it could borderline be manipulative as well. Because your rhythm doesn't necessarily have to be my rhythm. Your pace doesn't have to be my pace. even when someone is working against themselves, that is the reality that they have chosen. That is the reality that they have chosen, under which the lessons that are meant to be for them will come through. They have to go at their pace. They can't go at yours. They have to do it the way they've been programmed and built and blessed to do, even if it's not in alignment with how you see that person, because that's their agreement, that's their contract. Everyone, we all have a contract to fulfill. And needless to say, each person's contract does not ride at the same speed. It doesn't. There's so many people we love that we wish they would see things this way, and we wish they would do this, and we wish they would do that. It's not at our pace, it's at their pace. It's at the pace that has been designed for them. It's at the pace that they have accepted, until they know better, and until they decide to do better. It's just because you know better doesn't always mean you do better. Okay. What is the oracle card for esta noche? Gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. Being grateful for what you have can get you through very dark times. Finding things to be grateful for, no matter how small, can profoundly shift your perspective and bring a sense of peace and contentment. Ask yourself at this moment, what am I grateful for? At this moment, ask yourself, what am I grateful for? That's a nice one. Gratitude. We're so hungry for more. We're so hungry for more that we forget how to live in gratitude. We're so hungry for more that we forget how to live in gratitude. You're welcome, Ellie. So you're welcome. Okay. Let's start with the air signs today. Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much. Amoret, baby. Thank you so very much. As long as I'm able to, I'll be here, but that's why I always tell you all, sign up for my text line, subscribe to my YouTube channel, join my newsletter, because these social media streets are not 100% guaranteed for nobody. So if you truly, truly appreciate and value the work the universe has me do, then make sure that you have a way to always stay connected to me, in case one day we wake up and Instagram decides to want to get rid of my page again, or whatever the case may be. You're connected at least to my text line, you're connected to my newsletter, you are on my YouTube channel, different ways to stay connected. Okay. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, my soul sister. Thank you so very much. Air signs. Are there any air signs here tonight? And that would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Are you in the house tonight? Are the air signs in the house tonight? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Are you in the house tonight? Air signs, air moon, air rising, air sign. Thank you, Malik. What card comes up for? Mm, 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 mm. Okay, air signs. Buenas noches, Alex. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Elevate. I can't see so far. Thank you. I appreciate you. Your birthday is on February 18th. Lord Black Jesus, help me. My. In the name of the baby Black Jesus. Last day of Aquarius, February 18th. Well, the Hangman, February 18th. What's your birthday? That's my brother's birthday. I have a sibling whose birthday is also on February 18th. Sorry says that is my father's birthday. Really? Wow. 2911. That's a powerful number you're gonna turn. So we have the hangman for the air signs. The air signs. All I can tell you tonight is stop trying to control certain situations that feel like they are out of your hands. This is frustrating you, it's causing lots of upsets, it's making you lose sleep, it's hurting you emotionally, it's tormenting you mentally, it is causing a lot of anxiety, it is working your nerves, it has you, running around in circles. It has you upset. It has you not feeling yourself. It has you wanting to snap. Stop trying to control a situation that is out of your hands. It is out of your hands. It is in God's hands. It is in the God of your understanding's hands. It is in the hands of the divine. It is in the hands of your spirit guides of light. It is in the hands of your ancestors of wisdom. Okay? It is not in your hands. So, what does this mean? It means that regardless of how much you repeat yourself, how much you say things over and over again, how much you try to, tell this person that you're so worried about the same message over and 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 over again. What the heck makes you think that if they have not received the message the last 128 times you've told them, what makes you think they're going to get it now on 129th? They will get it when it's meant for them to get it. They will receive it when it's meant for them to receive it. They will seek the real help when they're ready to receive it. They will do something for themselves when they actually are serious about wanting to do something for themselves. Stop, Spirit says. It's out of your hands. You're making yourself emotionally sick. You're making yourself mentally sick. Needless to say, if you make yourself emotionally sick and mentally sick, then this will trickle down into your physical body and you will start to make yourself physically sick. Stop. Stop. On another note, the hangman says the one thing that you are in search of right now, the one thing that you are in need of right now is true inner peace. But it's kind of difficult to acquire this inner peace when you're so worried about what someone else is doing and how they're doing and what they're not doing and what they're not getting. And you can't be in different places at the same time. And the one place you need to be at right now is inside you, inside your heart, inside your mind, in your inner home, creating the balance. It is in God's hands, not yours. Stop trying to go against the current. It is not in your hands. It is in God's hands. Because what's going to happen is going to happen, and there's nothing you can say, and there's nothing you can do, and there's not enough screaming, and there's not enough shouting, and there's not enough bickering. There's not enough of anything that you can do that will change the trajectory of what's been already ordained by the divine. Do you hear me? So the hangman says, release control. Release control. And I have another message for you. Release control and know that all, I know your heart doesn't want to believe it. Your emotions are not going to allow you to believe it. But know that all will be okay. It will be okay. But you don't understand, my coworker is trying to get me fired, and it all will be okay. But you don't understand, my sibling put my mom against me, and now she doesn't want to talk to me, and I don't know what I can do to make her talk to me. Don't do nothing. Don't do anything. If your mama doesn't want to talk to you, I know it's going to hurt, but don't let her talk to you, and that's fine. Do you hear me? Well, because my ex is pinning my son against me, and now my son hates me, and my son thinks that I'm the bad person. That your son thinks that you're the bad person today, but tomorrow your son will know the truth, and the truth will prevail. The truth will triumph. The truth will win. The truth will speak for itself. It may not be today when you want it, but it will be one day. All will be okay. All will be okay. Right now, as the hangman suggests for my beloved air signs, you're not the one in control. You did everything you could have done. You did it in many different ways. Some things you did not the best way. Some things you did in the best way you knew how to. But now it's completely out of your hands. Now it's in God's hands. You know what's so funny about this card? I know it's directly speaking to the air signs. I know it's directly, specifically speaking to air signs tonight, because this card is an air sign card. Okay? So, whomever you are, it is in God's hands. Let it be. Let it be. Okay? Moving on forward. We move into the fire signs. Let's do fire signs. I want to do fire signs tonight now. Let's do fire signs. That would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Are there any fire signs here tonight? Fire Sun, Fire Rising, Fire Moon, Fire Venus, Fire North Node, Fire Stallion, are you in the house tonight? Air signs, if that message was for you, feel free to show your love and your support for Spirit's work through the donation tab. The link is in my bio. If you are on IG, if you're on YouTube land, all the information is scrolling right down at the bottom of your screen on that banner. Okay. Fire signs, are you in the house tonight? Fire signs. So, who's coming to the retreat in October? Who's coming to the shadow work retreat in October? Last year's shadow work, I don't know if there's anyone here that was in last year's shadow work retreat, but it was beautiful, powerful, revelatory, transformational, elevating. It was just what Spirit wanted it to be. So I do pray that you join me this year for this year's shadow work retreat. And Spirit is cooking up something really juicy for this year's shadow work retreat. So we just left the air signs. Now we're going into the fire signs. Okay. Okay. Spirit is in alignment today. We got a fire card here. Ooh, yeah. All right. So we got the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands says to you tonight, it may not feel like it yet, but your time is actually coming. It may not feel like it yet, but your time is actually coming. Okay. There will be blessings to you, blessings to you, blessings to you. I hope all is going excellently, beautifully well for you this year. My fire signs. Your time is coming. The time of being seen, the time of being recognized, the time of being acknowledged for your work, the time of actually leaving behind what was, if you're honest with yourself, wasn't working for you anyway. You were making, it's so funny how we humans are. Some things are not working for us. We are the ones that make it work. But just because we make it work, it does not mean that it is in alignment with our higher self. Did you hear that? So moving on forward, the focus should be about receiving what truly elevates you. Your time is coming with the things that actually do work for you, the things that actually can put you in a better position, in a better place, in a better setting, in one that feels safe, in one that feels protected, in one that feels that you have been given what you deserve. My fire signs. It's time to flip the page. You're going to be recognized for their work. You're going to be recognized. But is there anyone in here that has their Jupiter in Leo? Is there anyone in here that has their Jupiter in Leo? Is there anyone here that has their Jupiter in Leo? Okay. Stephanie says yes. Brenda says yes. Mar Luminosa. Okay. Those of you that have said yes. Do you know what Jupiter stands for? What's the main significance of Jupiter in our life? my goddaughter, Mar, mi querida Stephanie. What is the main focus of the role that Jupiter plays in our life? Exactly, expansion. So you have Leo. This is a Leo in Jupiter. This is a Jupiter in Leo card. The Six of Wands. So Leo is the heart. Leo is the sun. Leo is the center of attention. Jupiter's expansion. Jupiter's growth. Jupiter is about magnifying the areas of your life that will align you with your purpose. For this card to show up tonight, for the fire signs, and it's a fire card, it's telling you, don't undersell yourself. Don't accept less than what you deserve. Understand and know with conviction what your true value is. Don't be afraid of being told no, because for each no you get, there's a yes waiting for you, believe it or not. Know your worth, know your value. Don't be hiding from being placed in front, a center stage. Some of you are hiding from your talent because you don't want to be picked on. Leave me right here. I don't want to be. I don't want all that attention, baby. Spirit wants the attention on you. The universe is about to place the attention on you. Do you hear me? So therefore, for you to reject the attention that the universe wants to lay on you is equivalent to you telling God, the God of your understanding, I don't want blessings, I don't want luck, I don't want growth, I don't want stability, I don't want this, I don't want that. Because that is the channel by which those things will come to be. So stop hiding, my fire signs. Stop hiding. Stop playing small. Stop being afraid of what they will say if you ask for more. Ask for more. You know why you don't want to ask for more? I'm going to go straight. A spirit comes tonight to really Spirit is going straight to the jugular tonight. Straight to the jugular. You know why your ass is not asking for more? Do you know why? Those of you that are fire signs, those of you that have a Jupiter in Leo, you know why you're not asking for more? You know why you're afraid of asking for more? You know why you don't need, you don't want the attention? You know why you don't want the spotlight? You know why you don't want to be called on? Blessings to you, Rising Phoenix. Do you know why? Yes, Nikki. Yes. Because you don't feel like you're worth it. And the reason you don't feel like you're worth it comes from your upbringing. It comes from your traumas. It comes from your losses. It comes from a fucked up ex that you used to date that put you down and still cheated on you over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you made the mistake in thinking that there was something wrong with you when in reality they were cheating on themselves because they don't think they're worthy enough. That's why they were cheating. They didn't feel they were worthy enough. I don't know who the message was for, but that came through powerfully. So I hope you embrace it and accept it so you can release that freaking damn shadow out of your inner spirit. He cheated on you not because you're not worthy. He cheated on you because he didn't feel worthy. The cheating was on himself, not on you. You were just a collateral damage. Lord Jesus, help me. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit's laying down? So get ready to be put in the spotlight. Don't reject opportunities. Don't overthink it. Okay. But I do need you to finish your projects. I do need you to finish things. Don't leave things hanging. Don't leave things halfway done. Don't be half-assed about your projects. Okay, very important. Moving forward. Now we move into the water signs. Water, are you in the house tonight? Water signs. That would be Cancer. That would be Scorpio. That would be Pisces. Are the water signs in the house? Water Sun, water Rising, water Moon, water Venus, water North Node. Are you in the house tonight? Midnight Cowboy. Scorpio here. Awesome. Omaira, Omaira, bienvenida. Hija mía. Te extrañaba. ¿Sí? ¿Dónde está Omaira? I'm so used to seeing Omaira Hernandez show up on my thing here on YouTube land. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of water energy here tonight. Why are these cards flying out? 8 of Wands. 3 of Wands. No. People think Aquarius is water because Aquarius is referred to as the water bearer, but Aquarius is actually air sign. It's not a water sign. Santo Magallón, mi hija. No te río, Mayra. Tú estás aquí becada todas las semanas. Can't escape this. Ay. Okay, so no one answered about the shadow. None of you want to come to the shadow work retreat this year? Like seriously? Really? I didn't see anyone. If you did write something, I didn't see it. I missed it. Santo Arellano Beauty. As I shuffle here. Triple Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Lord, let's get out of here. Let's run. Brittany Walker says I want to. Okay. I hope you do come. Okay. Let's see here. It's in October, and it's going to be here in Southern California, Miss Island. Are you kidding me? So much for not wanting to read the cards that flew out. We still ended up with Wands, and it's a repeat. 6 of Wands again now for the water signs. Miss Nicole, I hope you join us. I hope you join us this year. I DM'd me a long time ago. I just didn't write it here. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Miss Mercado. Midnight Cowboy. Don't jinx yourself. Don't block yourself. Don't hurt yourself like that. Don't say, if I have the money. Make a decision that you are going to go, that you are going to attend, and the universe will take care of the rest. When you say, if I have it, you're already setting the standard that you may not have it. Energy is energy. We have power in our thoughts and in our words. So why is it that the Six of Wands comes up again, back to back, now for the water signs? Well, this just happened 2 minutes ago, so you already heard me say what I had to say, right? To the last group. But now it comes up again, and it comes now for the water signs. But Spirit opens up the message for the water signs differently. Spirit says to you, value yourself. Value yourself. Value yourself. Number two, know that you deserve it. Know that you deserve it. Convince yourself of the fact that you deserve it. Know that you deserve it. You can't receive what you don't feel you deserve. Know that you deserve it. Get into the habit of celebrating all of your wins, regardless of how small they might be. If you got a small raise at work, celebrate it. If you were told that you did a good job at a project, celebrate it. Celebrate you. You know what? Many of you don't celebrate yourself because you weren't celebrated enough growing up. You weren't celebrated enough. Your birthdays were kind of boring and lame. Your mama would forget your birthdays sometimes. You forgot how to celebrate yourself. You forgot how to celebrate yourself. You hardly ever got what you wanted on your birthdays. Some of you have ugly memories of your birthdays: fights, losses, chaos, pain, trauma, abuse. So you were not taught how to celebrate you when people that were supposed to love you didn't even celebrate your birthday the way you should have been celebrated. Is Spirit speaking to anyone right now? Are you picking up? Spirit is laying down. So, in order for you to be recognized by life, in order for your achievements to actually mean something to you, I need you to take yourself out on dates. I need you to treat yourself to a spa day. I need you to celebrate your wins, regardless of how small they might be. Because the truth of the matter is, even if it's a small win, you don't know how to celebrate small wins. You have to get into the habit of celebrating it. You've been waiting for some news. You've been waiting for, you've been waiting for some news. You've been waiting for something to, what you call it. You've been waiting for a callback. You've been waiting for a you've been waiting for a callback. You've been waiting for a response, an email. Listen, when you're already saying to yourself, yeah, I don't think it's gonna win. I don't think it's gonna come. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's that. There were a lot of people interviewing, and there were a lot of people there. You are just hurting yourself energetically. You made the decision for you before you got the negative phone call, before you got the rejection letter, before you got the email that says, sorry, thank you for considering such and such company, but we've made our decision, blah, 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 because you already closed the door on yourself. You're so used to people closing doors on you that you close your doors on yourself. Do you hear me? The Six of Wands wants you to recognize yourself, wants you to validate yourself. It wants you to know that what you have to bring to the table is valuable, is important, is unique, is special. Stop demoting your talent. Oosh, la 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 la. Stop demoting your talent. Stop demoting your experience, your life experience, your expertise. Stop demoting who you are as a person, as a human being. Do you hear me? My. My. So many of you need to, I'm not even, yeah, I am going to say, fuck it. So many of you need to really take shadow work much more seriously. And I really pray that you consider this year's shadow work retreat. It won't fix all of your problems, but it will sure align you. It will sure really like fine tune a lot of different areas of your life. Okay. So I hope you consider it. Last but certainly not least, we have the earth signs. Are the earth signs in the house? My meetings, where are your meetings? What meetings are you referring to, my soul sister? What specific meeting are you referring to? Miss Luna Loca, September 22, Virgo in the house. Yes. Oh, I want to go. You're talking about the retreat. The Shadow Work retreat this year is going to be here in Southern California. I have the Shadow Work retreat once a year, and it's going to be again here in Southern California. I was considering doing it in Sedona. I just love Sedona. I did it in Sedona a couple of years ago, and it was magical. It was beautiful. It was just, it was just awesome. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Not in Sedona. So it'll be here in Southern California in October. Burning Dead, my friend went to your meeting last night. Last night? It must have been Friday. You mean my whatchamacallit? My meditation, my healing meditation class this past Friday. Must have been that. Okay. Okay. Earth signs. Are there any earth signs in the house? That would be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Are you in the house tonight? I'm still lying to the last reading. I hope you are soft tonight. What does that mean? What does that mean, Amoret? What does that even mean? In the name of the Black Jesus, what does that even mean? I hope you're soft tonight. I'm an earth sign too. Hello. I'm an earth sign too. So when spirit is beating you down, he's beating me down too. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. I got to spend all this time here blocking these. Let me not use any curse words right now on YouTube. Tarot destroy. Turn this destroy can mis cojones. All right. How is it that you can ban and delete, ban and delete a person's comment, and then they still come back and they keep trying to find a YouTube expert? Anyway, my beloved Earth signs. Thank you, Diana. We got tonight it's an air sign card. So air is speaking to earth. 8 of swords. 8 of swords. 8 of swords. Eight of swords for the earth signs. Instagram, are you still there? For some reason, it looks like it appears as if it was frozen. But I don't know. Anyway, I gotta keep going. Tyron says, please, no cigar cards. If you feel restricted, if you feel bound, if you feel trapped, if you feel like you're lacking freedom emotionally, mentally, spiritually, even financially, I must say, I must say that it is on you. Why? Well, this particular card tends to shed light on the possibility of you feeling anxious, feeling tormented, feeling even depressed, angry, tired, exhausted, confused. And you ask yourself, when will the day come that I can actually feel free? When will the day come where my freedom will be equivalent to a renewed sense of peace, feeling wholesome, feeling complete? I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of praying. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing that. Is it even worth doing anything at all? Spirit says to you tonight, my earth signs, there's a lot of junk going on in your mind. There's a lot of outdated beliefs, understandings going on in your mind. And it is your job to clean house, to clean the inner house in your mind. It is time to do a garage sale and just get rid of everything that no longer serves you mentally and emotionally, because it continuously contributes to your sense of feeling restricted, bound, stuck. It contributes to your lack of freedom. For many of you, it's for emotional reasons. For some of you, it is in the area of romantic relationship. For some of you, it's related to work, it's related to your job, your stability, your finances. For another group of you, it's related to all of the above. The one thing that this particular card teaches us, if you look at the card closely, this person is bound. But the only area in which they are bound is their torso. Their legs are not restricted. So, in reality, even though they are bound and restricted in the upper level of their body, that has to do with their heart chakra, that has to do with their solar plexus, and quite close to their sacral, then yet their legs are not bound, they're not restricted. And what this means is, at any given point, you do have the freedom to walk away. Walk away from old mental constructs, walk away from old belief systems, walk away from ways of going about your life that doesn't promote true healing, true growth, true expansion. Walk away from anything that does not promote joy and happiness and peace. Walk away from people that continuously lay burdens on you, and you accept it because you don't want to be labeled as the bad daughter, the bad mother, the ungrateful one, the black sheep. You already are that. You are already that. Welcome, Empire. Welcome. Welcome to the tribe. So it is important for you to make a decision, for you to say to yourself, as much as it might hurt me, I know that I can't continue to vibe on this same frequency if I truly intend to grow and maximize my life. You will also see that in this particular card, this person is blindfolded, which means that the visibility is not there, but this is actually self imposed. Because maybe if I don't have to see what hurts me, I can just keep my mouth shut and not have to address it, because at the end of the day, they don't listen to me anyway. So I don't want to continue seeing the things that hurt me. So I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm just going to act like it's not there. I'm going to make myself believe that what I'm seeing is not there, that what I'm feeling is not there. I am going to make myself believe that how I am made to feel by these people that don't really regard me, it's not really happening, it's not really there. Who are you lying to? Who in the name of the baby black Jesus are you lying to? This is selective. This is selective. The swords behind does mean that indeed you've been through fucked up situations. You've been lied to, used, taken advantage of, abused, traumatized, you name it. The list goes on and on and on and on. But it is also true that you have crippled yourself and have chosen not to leave. You have chosen not to cut ties. You have chosen to continue to feed these low vibrational energies that are now parasites within your energetic system. And it is contaminating all of your energy fields, your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, because it's been festering. The things that we choose to not address, the things that we choose to not take care of, will fester. It is equivalent to the person that has this thing going on in their leg, and they choose not to go to the doctor. And what might have ended in just having to excavate and extract, some bad liquid from your leg. Now your leg has gangrene. You are allowing it to fester. You are allowing it to grow to the point where it will kill your life. It's already killed your inner spirit. It's killed you mentally. It's killed you emotionally. Because this is an air card, it's going to kill your mind. You have to try your best to stop attracting situations that keep you in a loop, puts you at the bottom. This could be people around you. This could be houses that you are attached to, family members that you don't know how to stand up to, parents that you are afraid of, lovers that you keep hoping that they become better, get better, do better, see better, and you're restricted and you're bound. And this cannot continue to be if you are truly invested in your own growth. If you're truly invested in maximizing your life, if you're truly invested in protecting you, doing you, healing you, you got to break free. Part of the reason is because you have not learned how to do it on your own. You are married to the belief of being afraid of being alone. You're not alone if you do you. You're not alone if you're truly with you. You're not alone if you were to truly walk on your own side. You're not alone if you were to believe in yourself. You're not alone if you were to really believe in the gifts that God, the God of your understanding, has invested in you. You would believe if you see yourself in the eyes of your Creator. It's time to break free. It's time to try other alternatives. It's time for you to take a risk on you. My soul sister, my beloved dearest Chris is in the house. Take away the title and you eliminate perceived need to engage. Exactly. 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 It is that time in your life. This is a season. If you have been here since the beginning, if you haven't, you need to watch this replay. But if you've been here since the beginning, you already know what Spirit said. This is the season of whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to make it happen, whatever it takes to heal, whatever it takes to break free, whatever it takes to excel, whatever it takes to maximize, whatever it takes to do better, whatever it takes to respect yourself, whatever it takes to protect yourself, whatever it takes to defend yourself, whatever it takes to grow, whatever it takes. Accepting less and staying stuck and accepting what's been given to you is not the way by which you are going to set yourself free. And if you're not willing to see, Lord Black Jesus help me, Spirit says, if you're not willing to see what you believe hurts you now, you will continue to expose yourself to other things that will continue to hurt you more. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Take the blindfolds off. Release the shackles from your emotional heart. Release yourself from the restraints placed upon your self-confidence, solar plexus. Release the shackles placed upon your self-identity, sacral chakra energy center. Miss Brittany Walker says, I've been here since it started and I've gotten a message throughout the entire thing. This is beautiful. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. You definitely must watch the replay, Omaida. It is important. Miluna Loca, I like the handle. Miluna Loca on IG says, Spirit definitely speaking to me tonight. You gotta release those shackles. Your legs are not bound. You're free to go. You're free to go. You are somewhere right now where you don't want to be. You're somewhere right now where you know the expiration date has arrived. You're somewhere right now that you are consciously aware of the fact you won't grow there. What keeps you there is your emotions. What keeps you there is your heart. What keeps you there is your outdated sense of self. What keeps you there is your training. What keeps you there is what you've been taught to accept, which doesn't allow you to embrace what Spirit wants to give you. So you're only lying to yourself by playing less than, by accepting less than, but by not playing at the level where God has you playing the music in. See, God is playing Spirit, God, elevated source, elevated vibration, Mother Earth, universe, Olodumare, Olofin, Ensambi, Elohim, the Alpha, the Omega, the Rock, Buddha, Bhagavad Gita, whatever higher source you believe in, is playing a certain music that you don't know how to dance to because you're dancing in low vibrational places. You're dancing in areas that this could be, see, a coin, one coin has two sides. So this is not just one side. This is two sides of one coin. On one side of the coin is everything Spirit has stated up until this point. On the other side of the coin, I'm coming for you right now. Let me tell you something. On the other side of the coin, it hurts you to embrace and accept the fact that what you have received thus far from the people that you are connected to, from the place that you're at currently, is as much as they can give you because they can't give you any more. This doesn't make them bad. This doesn't make them the worst. This doesn't make them evil. This doesn't make them your enemy. But it's not the place where you are meant to sprout. It's not the place where you are meant to expand, to grow, to blossom. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? So sometimes it's about you, this blindfold that you have on, which is selective because you don't want to see what hurts you. You don't want to accept the fact of the truth that lives inside you. Because God is always speaking truth to us. We are the ones that choose to not listen. We're the ones that choose to stay. We're the ones that choose to want to fix something that don't want to be fixed. We're the one that chooses to work for someone that won't pay us. But if you were to take the blindfold off, and if you were to accept things for what it really is and not try to adorn it to what you want it to be, you would be left with no other choice but to keep moving forward. As painful as it is. See, ooh, Black Jesus, what a night. Tonight has been a night. Tonight has been a night. Spirit says to us, you're bound by pain. Situations that pain you. You're bound by pain. And the pain does not allow you to see the healing. The pain does not allow you to see the joy and the happiness, because so many different parts of you have now arrived at a level of your life where you don't even believe it actually exists. Spirit says you can't find the healing in the place of pain. The pain will take you to the healing, but you won't find healing in the house of pain. You won't find healing in the house of pain. It means that you cannot manipulate the healing into being what you want it to be for the people you want it to be it for. You have to embrace the pain, accept it for what it is, keep moving forward so that you can really meet, embrace, see, feel, experience, stand in the healing. The healing is ahead. The healing is not where you're at. And in order for you to reach the healing, you have to walk forward. But you can't walk forward when you choose to stay in a place that only knows hurt, that only knows pain, that only knows restriction. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? This is heavy. This is tough. This is big. I hope you're really embracing this. This is big. That's why for so many people, the hardest decision is letting go. But in order for you to be, you have to let go. Simple as that. Been here longer than I wanted to. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight and be here this evening. I thank those of you that are always open to receive the guidance and the message. My earth signs, if that message was for you, feel free to show your love and your support for Spirit's work and your appreciation for Spirit's work via the donation tab. That information is pinned down at the bottom of your screen. If you're here on YouTube land, you can also see it on IG, but also IG, you have access to my donation tab in the link in my bio. Please send me a DM or email me if you're interested in being part of this year's Shadow Work Retreat, which will be in October here in Southern California. Also, my calendar is open for readings for this Thursday. What else? The next healing meditation class will be on Friday the 21st in Pomona, California at Gypsy Love Metaphysical Shop. And I will be available for one-on-one in-person healings and cleanses on Wednesday, the 26th of this month. Much love to each and every one of you. Please share this live, share this video, tag the person you love and care for, and whomever you feel needs to listen to these messages, which were powerful tonight, in my opinion. Work with me. Let's work together. Okay? Work with me. Let's work together. So there's no excuse. You don't have to do this by yourself. If you continue to do it by yourself, it's because you have failed to break free from that which has trained you to want to do it by yourself. But the evidence speaks for itself. If you have not been able to do it on your own, what makes you think and believe that you will continue to be able to do it on your own and excel at the same time? There's nothing wrong with accepting support and guidance. There's nothing wrong. I am here to guide you and support you the best way I humanly can. And I am not your God. I just work for God. I work for God in your name. Sign up for the upcoming healing meditation. Last week's was phenomenal. So sign up for this month's healing meditation on the 21st. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Feel free to contact me. I am at your service. This is Spiritual Dr. Afi, and I thank you for being here tonight. May you have a blessed rest of your week. Stay safe and see you soon. Over and out.